The most frustrating thing in this world, and excuse me, I have gauze in my mouth because I had teeth removed yesterday. The most frustrating thing in the world for me is when I see people that I know, people that I was friends with, I spent a lot of time with, we're cool, you know, we laugh, we have fun together. I see those people gaslighting me, telling me that drag queens are not shaking their dicks in front of kids when I've posted evidence. So I'm just wondering, what is your algorithm showing you? Because it's happening. And yes, drag queen story time is also happening. And sometimes it's benign and safe. But other times, like some articles I can link later, they have been found later on because a parent did due diligence and did research on who was reading at these drag queen story times. Come to find out, more than one of these drag queens was a sex offender. And it wasn't just like they peed in public kind of sex offender. It was with minors. So why the fuck are we fighting so hard for kids to be around drag queens? It was always a sexual, burlesque type of thing. It's over the top. It's men pretending to be women. You know, but it's not for kids. It never was for kids. And like this one girl was saying, I take my kid to drag shows because I want my kid to see real life. And I'm like, that's not fucking real life. The only time I've ever seen a drag queen was when I stayed at a hotel in Florida next to a bar that had a drag show. And me and my boyfriend were walking down the street and just happened to pass one that was leaving the bar. So, it's not normal. That's not real life. It's not normal. You are taking your kid and planting them into a scenario that's not for kids. You literally are purposefully exposing them to sexual themes because you want your kid to be well-rounded and stuff. You don't have to do that. You literally don't. All that's too much, and it's actually more confusing than it is helpful to kids. I said to that one girl about the one who takes her kids to drag shows, I said, I expose my son to real life by being out and about in real life. If I was out at the grocery store and I saw a gay couple and he's like, oh, look, why are those two men holding hands? I'd be like, oh, because they love each other or whatever. That's how you deal with those situations, case by case basis. Say he comes home and he's like, my friend has two mommies or whatever. What does that mean? I'll explain it. You know, if he has someone in his class has a transgender sister or whatever, and he wants to know what those things are, you tell them. But you don't take them to drag shows because drag queens aren't transgender. That's another thing that's going on is we're seeing a lot of conflating people using drag queens to defend transgenderism, and it's really confusing because yes, some drag queens might be trans, but for the most part, being a drag queen is if you're, I don't know why I have to explain this. Being a drag queen is a man dressing as a woman, and a woman who wants to dress in drag, she's a drag king. She's not dressing as a woman, she's dressing as a man. So that's cross-dressing, it's drag, it's different. Things are so convoluted now that no one can see straight. And no wonder all this shit's going on. So, that's my rant for now. I better rest my mouth before I start bleeding everywhere. Yeah, see you in the next one. And what do you think about, what are your thoughts on this video and the things I covered? Do you have any additional points you want to add or questions? Just leave them in the comments below, and I love to hear them. Thanks, guys. Bye.